Arsenal attacking the goal to our left in their familiar red shirts with white sleeves. Nottingham Forest in a change strip of all yellow. Really the question is just how good are Nottingham Forest after this brilliant start. Arsenal today might present something of a yardstick. McDonald sending Stapleton on his way, but a good challenge there by Viv Anderson. Powling. Certainly confidence should be bubbling around this Forest side. You see only one goal this season. There's Graham Rix. A long pass towards Malcolm McDonald, a little too high for him. And Forest under a bit of pressure there, but and making some more of it themselves here as McDonald takes that short ball there from Powling. Rice playing it in for McDonald again. Nice dummy, trying to use his strength. And O'Neill getting it away to Robertson. Willie Young high into the director's box. Peter with a tremendous season, 5 goals from 4 games. And Ross getting it away to McDonald. He's up on his own, and Anderson, the young fullback, getting in very quickly there, but the referee blew his whistle there for a free kick, or whether it's a throw. Brady slotting it along the line for Nelson. Oh, what a good ball there if Rix can get onto it, but Larry Lloyd was there for Forest. Stapleton waiting to allow someone else into the throw. There's Kenny Burns with Martin O'Neill of Forest also. Nelson with the throw. Brady. Nelson again. Chipped in there towards McDonald. There's his header! Well, it's Stapleton who's running away. It was Stapleton and McDonald who went up together. But there's not a doubt in anybody's mind that it was a good goal for Arsenal that puts them 1-0 into the lead. With just over 3 minutes gone. John Stapleton playing his first game at Highbury. Beaten, and now we shall see what Forest are made of. The long cross came slanting in. McDonald and Stapleton went up together, and it floated beyond the Forest keeper into the back of the net. Well, it was Stapleton who went charging away, and clearly it was he then who got the decisive touch, and not McDonald. McDonald after this one. Oh, and Middleton made a mess of that. Ross then with the corner. Deep again towards McDonald. Oh! Just wide there from number 4, Richie Powling. But it was nodded back by McDonald there for Powling. Great volley, and wide of the Forest goal. Now with Robertson, Woodcock. Well, showing a bit of his pace there, but O'Leary stayed well with him. Clearly it's David O'Leary's job to watch Woodcock. And Willie Young, in the meantime, taking Peter with. Brady on the edge of his own box. Well, there was a handball presumably there by Larry Lloyd. A long ball from Pat Rice to Graham Rix, taken nicely on his body. Nelson into the path of Brady. Rix. Oh, what about that for a bit of skill? Onto the edge of the box, Powling. Well, that didn't quite come off. The idea was a very good one. He was trying to slice that with the outside of his right foot, but what a lovely jinking run that was by young Graham Rix. And the pass that gave just that half chance for Powling. Bricks back to Brady. Now they all looked and they all waited, and in the end it was wide by Trevor Ross. There was a lack of incisive action there in the Nottingham Forest defence. Brady at the heart of the Arsenal attack again. And the ball finally coming through to Trevor Ross, and he didn't really get much power behind it. So David O'Leary up this time, and Willie Young also. There's the corner going in. Oh, and headed off the line by Anderson. Knocked away that time by Bowyer. Now, the free kick to Nottingham Forest, the foul by Nelson on Woodcock, and really some acrobatic defence there by the big number 2, Viv Anderson, heading that header off the Nottingham Forest line. Now it's Robertson for Nottingham Forest, trying to tempt Rice into a mistake, hitting it low across the goal, and Jennings down very quickly, deflected off an Arsenal defender and put it behind for the Nottingham Forest corner. Arsenal pulled everybody, bar none, back into their penalty area. That's got to be almost as crowded in there now as the terraces are. Jennings with a good safe catch. Well, his side might be down, but they're usually a side of fighters and battlers when Brian Clough's around, so they're by no means out of it yet. Certainly there's been no sign of Nottingham Forest's heads going down, even though they suffered that early blow. Goal now from the likes of Tony Woodcock. It's Anderson through to Woodcock. McGovern playing it wide to Robertson. Could be interesting. Played there for McGovern. Well, that was a poor shot by McGovern. That was a better one, and it wasn't far off. Well, it was a bad first shot that John McGovern played in, but he was a little fortunate one to find it coming back to him, but when he did, he really lashed the second one, but it was always just that little bit too high. And Rice killing that well, playing it on first time there towards Trevor Ross, and that's going to be a corner for Arsenal. Young up there again as a disruptive element. There he is, number 6. Bricks with the corner. And Young with a header, knocked off the line that time by Kenny Burns. Young again getting up well there. Oh, and Pat Rice springing from the back. It's the second time defenders have got balls off the line for Nottingham Forest. First it was Anderson, and this time it was Kenny Burns, as Willie Young got up so well from that corner. Clark. There's the half-time. Brian Clough goes down the tunnel, perhaps to find a few well-chosen words, although his side have composed themselves well after that early shock when Arsenal scored after 3 minutes, presumably through Frank Stapleton, although Stapleton and McDonald both went for that same ball. But it was the goal that separates the two sides after 45 minutes. Half-time score then at Highbury. Arsenal 1, Nottingham Forest 0. Welcome back to Highbury. Arsenal starting this second half leading by a goal to 0, but it's Nottingham Forest who kick off in the all-yellow strip, attacking the goal to our left. Not really the happiest of hunting grounds for Forest. They've won here only once in the last 18 visits. That was in 1964-65. That's going right back to 1922. One win here. Larry Lloyd. Sammy Nelson. Arsenal with having won both their previous home games this season against Everton and in the League Cup against Manchester United.
Govan and Woodcock. And the two sides separated by Frank Stapleton's goal, number 10. And here's O'Leary. McDonald, Brady. Rifling in a left foot shot, and Middleton springing across his goal. In fact, it finished up 3 or 4 yards wide. Clark to Robertson. Woodcock being policed there by O'Leary. Oh, between his legs. Oh, and O'Leary winning it well. That's a beautiful ball by O'Leary. Stapleton is free. Oh, smacked it against Middleton, who couldn't get his hands to it, and MacDonald, the ball bobbling just as he was about to hit it, but the whistle had gone and Stapleton's gone down. But what a ball that was from David O'Leary. What a brilliant young player he is. Right into the path of Frank Stapleton. And from the edge of the box, Stapleton let fly. Middleton, it must have moved a bit in the air off Middleton's chest. And MacDonald made a real hash of the rebound. But it's a free kick on the edge of the box. I think it might have been for a foul by Kenny Burns on Frank Stapleton as he shot. Now, can Arsenal make something of this? 4 or 5 men in the wall, including Powling, and there's a bit of kicking going on in that wall between Powling and Burns. Brady chipping it. And there was a bit of something going on there, as you saw there. Well, as we see again there, Kenny Burns on Richie Powling, a butt. Powling to Stapleton. Oh, that was a very severe challenge indeed there by Kenny Burns. Came in from an angle that I couldn't see, but obviously Ron Chalice did see something. And he must have been high on the Arsenal player then. Sharp talking to, and a free kick. Which Brady will take for Arsenal. Chipped in again there towards Willie Young. Now MacDonald with the free header over the top goal. Ball just wouldn't come down quickly enough there for Malcolm MacDonald after Willie Young had again disrupted that Nottingham Forest defence, and the ball falling to an unmarked Malcolm MacDonald, but over the top. Clark, Young beating a bit in the air. Robertson coming in very quickly there, but Sammy Nelson now. Woodcock with the shot, and a good save by Pat Jennings. And O'Neill is in there, and Jennings diving to save his life and his goal again. And they very nearly gave a lot away there, Arsenal. It was a bad mistake there by Sammy Nelson, and Forest were on it like a flash. Jennings made a good save. Only half got it away, and as O'Neill came in on the far side, Jennings had to save again. Now Ross, now MacDonald. Well, he's gone past the challenge of Kenny Burns, and he's after Anderson, and Anderson knows where it's safe. Good run here by Sammy Nelson, and he gets a corner. Trevor Ross with the corner for Arsenal. Oh, it's in there! Stapleton's put another one in. Well, that was unbelievable. So a smiling Irishman from an impossible angle, the corner from Trevor Ross, nodded out by Nottingham Forest, and he must have been standing almost on the byline, Frank Stapleton, and he rocketed it past to Middleton for number 2. Arsenal 2, Nottingham Forest 0, both of them down to Frank Stapleton. Robertson with the throw. Long cross there, Willie Young getting up well. O'Neill being harried from behind by Ricks, and it's Nelson now who brings it away. Stapleton making a tremendous run to that far side, but it goes off Anderson for the Arsenal throw. Ricks for Brady. Running straight into Kenny Burns. Somehow the back heel came out almost to Nelson, but it's O'Neill, the long ball forward. Push, yes, by With on Young. Lloyd has done a good job on McDonald. Nice. That's header. Robertson. Kenny Burns straight to McDonald. Brady outside him. Again looking for the ball all the time. Finding McDonald and Middleton. Not too reassuring for Nottingham Forest fans at that moment either. Ricks. Well, Anderson did well to judge that long clearance from Pat Jennings, but here's Ricks for Arsenal. Nelson. Brady. Stapleton's on the ground. I don't know how he got there. And the linesman on this side flagging, he saw something that I didn't see and the referee didn't see either because it happened away off the ball. The linesman here with the yellow flag, Mr. Previtt of New Malden. Ron Chalice left with a decision to make. What's he going to do? The Arsenal players are pointing to the penalty box. They feel that if there was an infringement, it was inside the penalty area. He's having a word with Kenny Burns, and he's going to be booked, I think. A look of innocence on the face of Kenny Burns, but he did not, whatever it was, escape the eagle eye of the linesman with the yellow flag. So his name will go into the book, and the yellow card. Now what happens now? There's got to be a penalty, and it is a penalty. Well, a mysterious infringement, but a clear-cut decision, and a chance now for Arsenal to go 3-0 up. And Liam Brady, who's had a brilliant game, with a chance now of getting that third Arsenal goal. And it's 3-0. Taken by the little Irishman with great confidence. Never a moment of doubt in his mind that he was going to score. And that's 3-0. Well, this isn't the afternoon that Nottingham Forest wanted. Mind you, it started off badly for them when they arrived in London and there was no coach at the station to meet them and they had to hurriedly hire a fleet of taxis to bring them to the ground. A goal down in 3 minutes, and now 2 more in the second half. 2 goals to Stapleton, a penalty by Brady, and a yellow card for Kenny Burns. Now Woodcock. And they save something for the day. Bowyer coming in. Oh, and he hit the post. Nothing is going right for those 2 gentlemen this afternoon. And it looked as though at least there was a chance of a goal there, as Bowyer hit it and hit it well. but it cannoned off that Arsenal post. That'll come for MacDonald. The touch will go to Stapleton. Ross waiting in the middle. And MacDonald's gone in there too. Stapleton lost his chance really of crossing that, and now he's got to get rid of O'Neill as well. And it's a corner. So Frank Clark, great old campaigner, going off, and Colin Barrett, who used to play for Manchester City, a full-back, coming on. Corner play to Sammy Nelson. That's a goal kick. Clough and Brian Clough and Peter Taylor deep in conversation there. I should think they've learnt one or two things, or their team have certainly, about First Division football this afternoon. It's a Forest free kick. Peter with John Robertson. Well, he had the legs of Willie Young there, but David O'Leary doing a good, solid job at the back again for Arsenal. Woodcock trying to come away from O'Leary this time. Kept control well. Kenny Burns. Darling played it just a little too close to Burns when he hoped to get O'Brady away, get to Liam Brady away. Robertson nicking it in there for Bowyer. Back again for Woodcock. Oh, and a tremendous piece of goalkeeping there by Pat Jennings. It was a lovely 1-2 though, mind you. And Tony Woodcock shaking his head in astonishment. A lovely 1-2 there, and it eventually reached Woodcock, staring straight at Pat Jennings. He volleyed at him, and somehow it hit Jennings on the body and went away to safety. Stapleton taking a nasty old knock in the back. To keep the players on the field a moment or two longer. I think Ron Challis was just about to blow his whistle then. I think he's probably telling Frank Stapleton, look, hold on a sec. Once this free kick's taken, I'm going to blow the final whistle, and then we can all go home. Look at the watch again. Whistle in the mouth, final whistle. First defeat of the season for Nottingham Forest. Well beaten by Arsenal. Liam Brady, who scored the third Arsenal goal from the penalty spot and played really as well as anybody. A hobbling Frank Stapleton, who got Arsenal off to a brilliant start with a goal after 3 minutes, and then a second one in the second half. Well, a lesson for Nottingham Forest, and 3 successive wins at home for Arsenal so far this season. Full-time scoreline, Arsenal 3, Nottingham Forest 0.